Hey guys, this is Eric. Welcome back to California Driver. This video is at the request of several YouTube comments just regarding the economics of living in your car. Hey guys, before we get into the video, I just want to apologize. First and foremost, as you watch this, you're gonna recognize a lot of ambient noise. We live right in the flight path where the planes start to descend into LAX, and I just wasn't really cognizant of how loud it was because I was just in the zone. So cut me a little bit of slack and let's get into the video. If you remember, several months ago, I posted a video on what it was like when I lived in my car periodically for a year while I was living in San Francisco. I'm from Sacramento, and while I was working down in the Bay Area, I would commute periodically back and forth, and I was spending between 2 and 4 nights in my car a week. So usually around 3 nights a week, I was sleeping in my car in San Francisco in my work parking lot. So I don't want to reiterate a lot of the things that I covered in that first video about how I set up my car and where I went and how I made it work, but I just want to talk right now about the economics of living in your car. How much it costs, how to make it work, how to set schedules, and how to create a routine so you can actually formulate some tangible goals to get out of that situation. Ideally, most people would like to live in a house. It's just kind of the way we are as human beings. We want an abode of our own, whether it be a townhouse, an apartment, or American dream with a white picket fence. Whatever it is for you, I don't think most people have a strong desire to live in their car for long periods of time. But for me, it was a serious means to an end, and it was something that I actually did, not just something I talked about, and something I was able to grow out of with a little bit of ingenuity and just being able to be mobile and seeking after opportunities that would lead me out of that situation. So first and foremost, the most important thing when it comes to the economics of living in your car, you must have a routine. You must set a schedule. One of the hardest things for people that don't have a lot of structure in their life, who don't have a job that they report to, and don't have anyone to keep them accountable, is just staying on track. And especially when you're living in your car, there is no more, I wouldn't say humiliating, but there is no more demeaning feeling as a human that the best you can do at this current stage in your life is this mobile 4-wheeled vehicle, and that's like your whole life, right? And it gets hard to be motivated, but in order for you to grow out of this situation, you have to set a routine for yourself. You have to know, okay, I'm setting my alarm for this time. It's gonna take me this long to get prepared and get ready and get my car in order. You do not want to underestimate how long it's going to take you, especially on days when you're not motivated. A lot of you might be thinking, oh dude, I can get ready in 10 minutes. Maybe you can. Maybe you can on some days when you're really juiced to get out there, but in the grind of life, it's important to give yourself enough time that you can properly, you can get yourself presentable, that you feel good about yourself. You take care of your oral hygiene and your other hygiene that you need to take care of. For me, it would usually take about a half an hour. So if I woke up at, let's say, 7 a.m., I wouldn't be driving until probably 7:30 a.m. For me, here's what my routine was like. I would wake up. First of all, I would fold away the entire bed. I would set the whole bed up. I would change my clothes into what I was going to wear that day. So usually I'd wear sweats at night. In San Francisco, it can be pretty cold at night. So I would dress warm. I would change those clothes in the parking lot, isolated away from other human beings. And then once I was done with that, I would drive to McDonald's, which is about 5 minutes away, and I would order 2 sausage McMuffins, and I would eat. I would spend a few minutes on my computer just detoxing, and I would brush my teeth and wash my face, put on some deodorant, and be ready for the day. So I'd actually take my toiletry kit into the McDonald's. And for some people that might be, I don't know, a little embarrassing, but for me, you just kind of get used to it. No one really looks at you different. No one judges you. All I'm doing is brushing my teeth, and I wasn't shaving in the bathroom. I would just brush my teeth, put on deodorant, wash my face, get out and get the day started. If you have to do your hair, that can take some time as well. My hair, for the most part, stays when I wake up. I'm just kind of blessed that way. I put enough product in it, I can sleep with it in my hair. I wake up and I'm good to go. So that is the most important thing. Being being able to manage your own time and being a master over yourself. You have to have a routine. If you don't have a routine, you're going to fail. You might not fail in getting out and driving, but you're going to be depressed because you don't have direction, right? It's just bar none. So number 2 is eating. You know, I've already discussed a little bit about how I would spend, I would buy 2 sausage McMuffins in the morning that cost $1.39 or $1.69. In San Francisco, it was like the freaking mother load. I could eat breakfast for $3 every morning, and I felt pretty good about myself. If you watched another video, I talked about how I had a cooler full of things in my car. I didn't have full meals, but I would have snacks. I would have fresh fruit that I would bring from home. So I'd be in Sacramento, I'd have bananas and apples and oranges and just cheap fruit that I could buy once a week and spend, you know, between $5 and $10 a week on fruit, and just keep it stored in a cooler, which I kept in the back that never was removed. Even when I had passengers in the car and I had luggage, that cooler was right here. Hard-sided coolers that I kept right here. You might find something else that works for you that's soft-sided, but I never had an issue. No one that that put their luggage in my trunk when I was picking up from SFO, no one ever said a word about it. No one treated me any different because they saw I had a cooler full of food in the back. Right? I promise you, you will not be judged. It does require a little bit of your trunk space, but it will not change the way people view you. So I would spend probably around $10 a week on snacks that I would use while I was staying in the car, and it would be strictly for when I was in the car. So I would have, like I said, just some fresh fruit and maybe some other, protein bars and things like that. And I could spend $10 a week and take care of that. So now, we're up to $3 a day for McDonald's and $10 a week on fresh fruit and stuff I would eat throughout the day. I would drink strictly water because any other beverage is it's gonna add up at the end of the week and the end of the month. So I would have a couple bottles of water that I would refill, whether it be at McDonald's or somewhere else, or just at home or at work. And I have a bigger bottle that I keep about 1 liter, and I would just keep reusing that on the water spigot. Water is free. That is pretty much an unalienable right, I think. At least in America, that's an unalienable right, is to be able to access fresh water for free. There you have that. For dinner, what I would typically do almost every day, and it might get a little bit monotonous, you can change it up a little bit if you'd like. I would go to Chipotle and I would order a bowl. And so here's some things that you need to know. It works flawlessly. No one ever gives you a weird look about it. You order a bowl, and you always get more in a bowl than you get in a burrito. So I would get the bowl, and I watched YouTube video and blogs on this. That's how I got the idea. I'd get both rices, I'd get both beans. I'd always get chicken because it's a little bit cheaper. And then I'd get all the vegetables and things that I like in it. Once you order your bowl, you ask for 2 tortillas on the side. They give you 2. They'll give you as many as you want for free. I'd get 2 large tortillas on the side. I would sit in Chipotle right before I go into work, and I would make 1 burrito. I'd eat it, and I still have enough for an entire second burrito. So it's like you're getting 2 for the price of 1. And I promise you, it works every time. No one will ever deny you those tortillas, and it's a way that you can really make your food go a lot further. That you get almost double the amount of food for the exact same price. So I'd make 1 burrito in Chipotle, and guess what? I had the container with the aluminum lid on top. I would take that tortilla and that extra part of my bowl, I'd put it in my lunchbox, and I would take it into work, and now I had dinner when I was at work. And I worked evenings, so it worked out really well. So I was able to get a lunch and a dinner every single day. It was about $8. The price may have gone up in the past couple years, but in San Francisco it's pretty good. I want to say it was probably around $7.50 to $8 plus tax. Maybe it came out to just under $9, and that would be my dinner in the evenings. I would spend about $12 eating out every day that I was doing that. And remember, I was sleeping in my car around 3 nights a week. So let's say you were doing it full time and you're doing it 7 days a week or 6 days a week. You're living like that. You're looking at about $72 a week on eating out if you're going to choose that route. And it worked really well for me. I felt like I was eating well, especially when I was eating Chipotle. I was getting fresh vegetables and good proteins and good grains in my body. About $72 a week eating out, and then on your snacks and stuff, I was only doing it 3 nights a week. So if you're doing it 6 nights a week, maybe double that, about $20 in fresh fruit and protein bars and other things that you need. So Food-wise, you're gonna spend a little more than if you had a fridge and you're cooking at home every day. If you extrapolated this out to a week, I could spend less than $100 a week, between $90 to $100 a week, and that would take care of all my food. And I felt like I was eating pretty well. You guys might think a little bit differently, you know, especially with the McDonald's, but for the most part, I was just getting some quick sustenance in my body. I'd usually couple it with a banana. You know, I never felt like I was exploiting McDonald's by just using the restroom every single morning. And obviously they would see me every day. So I spent $3 and that helped me have a bathroom and a place to go. So as far as taking care of myself, so that's awesome. You know, I'm able to brush my teeth and get all the food I need, but you do need a place to shower. If you don't have a place to shower, things can get real dicey real quick. For me, the easiest place was the 24-hour fitness nearest to my job. For you, it might be a different gym, but for me, a 24-hour fitness, I believe it was $50 a month for the 24-hour sport, or maybe it was a super sport, I can't remember. And it had a sauna, didn't have a pool, but it had a sauna and it had showers, and I could shave there. And so what would I do? I'd go work out, I'd get myself all ready, you know, I'd get a nice swell on, I'd go shave, I'd go shower, and then I'd go get my food. I'd have my protein after my workout, and then I'd have dinner for work. It was the perfect scenario. So I was driving from roughly around 8 in the morning to around 4 p.m. every day that I was down there. So I was getting 8 hours in, a very fixed schedule. I was driving during the morning rush. I was able to cut it off before the rush hour in the evenings and just get myself prepped. I would go work out for around 45 minutes, go shower and prepare myself. I could be in and out of the gym in about an hour and go and get my food and get ready. Some of these things I did share in my last video, some I did not. I just want to go over a few of the items that have helped me and helped me in that particular situation and are great items to have in your car for all situations. So the first thing I think it would be really important, if you're living in your car, you need a good power bank. It's quintessential that you have a good power bank. This is the RAV Power 26,800 milliamp. The reason why I choose this one is because it's the largest one that you can bring on an airplane without them taking it away. If you have something any larger, there is the risk that they could confiscate it. There are portable batteries that are much larger than this size, but this is the best one for travel, and it claims it can charge your iPhone up to 9 times. I mean, with the newer iPhones now, that number might be less, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So you can always have it charged when you're sleeping tonight. You can always have it right next to you, charging and being fully charged when you get up in the morning. Along with the RAV power bank, I choose the native union cable. I love this leather strap that goes around it, and so it always stays nice and tight and neat. I highly recommend native union cables. Lifetime warranty. They're I think maybe 20 bucks on their website. I always get them off eBay for 10 to 15 bucks, and they always last me until I've lost them. So I've never actually broke one. So those two things are important. This bag is what I used to travel with, and when I would stay in my car, this would help me have all my clothes and everything that I need. I could put a toiletry kit up in the top, a water bottle holder. It looks very professional. It's something that you can wear if you need to take your clothes into the gym. It's made by a company called Nomadic. It is a bit expensive, but I have gone to maybe 10 countries with it now, 15 countries. It's a great travel bag, and for me, it was fantastic while I was living in my car to have a place to put my stuff that looked nice and professional to go next to my lunchbox. Something that I did share in that last video that I would highly recommend having in your car. This I got from Walmart.com. You can have it delivered to your house. I paid either $50 or $55 for this. This is a Stanley Fat Max 700. There are a ton of things this does. Most importantly, it has places to charge your phone. Your phone is an integral part of your life and the lifeblood of your rideshare career when you're doing this. So if you can't keep your phone charger in bad shape, so when this runs out, you can use this, and this lasts for freaking forever. So also you can jump start your car, which is awesome because with the Prius, it can be kind of tricky when your car dies. I've had a couple people talk about hardwiring their dash camera into the fuse box underneath and how that does drain your battery. And guess what? They're absolutely right. There have been a couple times where I've gone 4 or 5 days without driving my car, whether it's we're on vacation or what have you. We have 2 Priuses. Sometimes one just didn't get used for 4 or 5 days. Every once in a while, I'll go to start the car and guess what? It'll be dead. And it's because there's continuous power coming from that dash cam. If you drive every day or every other day or every 3rd day, you'll never have an issue. It's only happened to me when I've gone several days without driving, but just to be safe, I now have this. I can jump start my car in 20 seconds. I just hook it on. I literally just go like that, and 20 seconds later, my car can turn on. Also, something really important for rideshare drivers, every once in a while you'll come out and you'll just recognize that your tires are a little flat. This has an air compressor on it, and it actually freaking works. It has, gives you your PSI right there on the back. I've used it several times when my tires are low, especially if you drive a Prius. You'll know that the Prius battery and just the weight of the car are really tough on the tires, and you'll oftentimes find yourself replacing those more than anything else on the car, and you'll just come out and you'll see one of the tires is just a lot lower than the others. I want to say it might have been $55. I got it from Walmart.com. I will leave a couple links wherever you choose to buy it. Is up to you, but I would recommend this. I promise, if the only place I get a kickback is from Amazon. So if you buy it from another site, I do not get a kickback, but I would recommend. I don't care what I get out of this. This is the most handy thing you could ever have in your car. I promise you, you will never regret purchasing this. You can help people when you ever see someone in the parking lot, they needed their car jumped. Guess what? You don't even have to move your car to do it. You can just use this and go hook it up. This lasts forever. You can plug it in. You can use the DC outlet it comes. You plug it right in your wall. You can charge it in your house. I haven't even charged it yet. I've jumped my car 4 times. I've used the air compressor 3 times. I've charged my phone on it fully 3 times, and I still haven't even charged the dang thing yet. So I would highly recommend getting that. There you have it. I think you'll obviously see the cost benefit analysis. If you're spending $100 a week on food, most of that you would be spending on food anyways. You're gonna spend $50 on a gym membership a month, and that's pretty much all your living expenses. You won't have to pay for rent. You won't have any bills because you're not connected to the grid in any way. I would recommend not paying for any media services like Netflix or anything, even though you're going to be in your car at night and you like to entertain yourself. It is so crucial, because I was doing this working alongside a second job. It is so crucial that you take control of your life, that you don't waste it when you could be getting sleep, because you want to make sure you stay on that schedule. You want to make sure that you can be rigorous with this, because this is a means to an end. This is not the end, I promise. If you think this is the end, then you've really missed the mark. This is not where you want to be in life, but it is, for a lot of people, and for myself included, it was a very important step to be able to get where I wanted to be. So I hope you appreciate this video. If you have any further questions about what I did to live in my car, I know the legalities of where you can park if you don't necessarily have a work parking lot that you can use. That might be a simple Google search. Where can I park for free and not get myself in trouble overnight? I would advise you to take the necessary steps. If this is a position you find yourself in, take the necessary steps to increase your mobility, be the place that you need to be at night so you can wake up and pump in a good 8 hours in the morning and get yourself on your feet. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you love it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate the support. We're on the road to 2,000. We're hoping to be there by the end of October, and I'd like to celebrate with you guys. Last but not least, for all of my YouTube subscribers, you can go ahead and get into the description down below. I have a code that you can use to get these from my website. I run a state flag sock company with my brother. We create state flag dress socks for all 50 states, as well as other patriotic themed merchandise. This is our logo. This is our snapback hat. We're looking to expand our brand. We're in 10 stores now. We're looking to grow our little business. Go ahead and take advantage of that code. It really helps me out. I don't have a Patreon. I'm not trying to plug for money or anything, but this is my business, and I really do appreciate the support. Guys, God bless you. Have a wonderful day.